Oh, okay, so we're gonna have a switch up actually. So it's not so Ente versus Mr. R is probably happening on the other stream then.
Or we're gonna have that later. Could also be the case.
Oh, that could be it. Yeah, you're actually right. I'm not entirely sure if there's like a switch up in the schedule for the stream, but we are gonna see Lancelot versus Longo, and which is actually quite funny because I think those two. At least they know each other. I know that they actually played doubles together yesterday.
Oh yeah, they did.
I think they're actually friends, if I'm not mistaken. So at least, like I said, they know each other. So that's super interesting, actually.
Right now
they have to face
they
off.
fought side by side, but now they find themselves on different side on the battlefield.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
That's a story on its own. But Longo, you
Yep.
know, he's been quite good. He's piloting the Rob as well. So we have another Rob on stream here, but Lancelot here with the Chrom, of course, as we've seen earlier. So you know, we'll have. You know, he's been warmed up against Central.
Oh, for sure.
So
yeah.
let's see if he can continue that streak against
Oh
Longo.
my
The
goodness,
setups
but he's
right now.
not prepared for this.
Oh
What
my-
a setup there. With the gyro into the back here, incredible. I mean, obviously if they know each other, they probably like play each other quite a bit, I suppose, but so far like Longo looks very ready for the Chrom matchup here. Obviously, like he's, like we talked about before, so good like at actually calling out, not really calling out, but actually like pushing Chrom off stage and then just abusing his disadvantage state there. And so far, still staying alive at 130%. Lancelot really needs to find a stock here, but there is the backer that actually does it.
There it is, he finds it there, Lancelot does, and now Longo though. He kind of plays a different playstyle than Sintro does, a little bit more aggressive, kind of more in Lancelot's face, and Lancelot's still trying to adjust to that. Obviously, as you said, they certainly have played against L before, so it really becomes a little bit of a mental game as well. But,
oh, wrong DI, maybe like DIing up or something.
Yeah,
that didn't look like it should have killed there.
He DI to the wrong side there, not where Rob was facing, or where he landed in the end, but instead to the other side, which kills him very, very early. And so Hugo now in a big disadvantage, has to find quite some damage on Longo before he can take the stock off.
Oh yeah, for sure. But now actually still a rather healthy stock on Longo here, so in good shape to actually maybe find the first game against here. But obviously we saw Lancelot is once he gets a few openings here, he can absolutely blow out your stock. So he's certainly not out of the game here, but a great start for Longo nonetheless. Tries to go in for the read, but doesn't get it here. Tries to go for the neutral tech read.
Yep, and Longo doesn't give him nice TX inwards there, and Lancelot missing the forward smash as a result of that. And now look at that damage on Lancelot. Now goes
Well,
those
parry
projectiles, but the
this
miss
time.
tech's gonna be a setup for the forward smash there. So Lancelot still in it.
Yes, oh for sure. Lancelot can still manage to do it here. It's kind of crazy to think that one of those competitors needs to go home at 9th place. Like, oh, and yet again, but this time the correct DI.
He has the DI, he can DI that, he can still live, and now he has the gyro in hand trying to extend the combo with it, but instead is going to miss it, and so now...
the gyro grab was very good there, like landing and immediately grabbing the gyro, and this might be it.
Yeah, DI wrong there
Yep,
from Lancelot
yep.
once again, doesn't get the correct DI twice, and it's cost him a stock every single time.
Longo looks happy about the first game.
Oh yeah, for sure, I would be happy as well.
Oh yeah, for certain.
Like if I were to play against Lancelot and get 2 stocks like that, Lancelot's going to be more mentally aware of where he is getting launched with the up air. It is very difficult because it really depends on where you end up after the up air, like with the last hit, so you have to DI in that direction. So it's not really easy. But it's something that Lancelot should be able to do. So he just has to get his mind into the game, be aware, and then he can live for even longer and make this very close. He may even take the second game against Longo.
Yeah, I actually think that's one of the most difficult moves to DI in the entire game, actually.
I would agree.
Yeah, because it's so like there's no real consistency. Like for most other moves, obviously you know where you need to DI once you see the startup of the move, but that's not true for the Rob up air. Oh my goodness, the aggression coming out, calls out the jump, the air dodge in with the side B. Oh my goodness, Longo is just in Lancelot's head right now.
And Longo has certainly watched the set against Central because Lancelot has been doing that the entire time as well. As soon as he can air dodge, he will.
Yes.
And that's an easy read for Longo because the invincibility doesn't really reach until the end. And Longo is still keeping it going right now. Up B coming through from Lancelot, making him safe at the ledge. But it's only 41% on Longo right now. He's still keeping hold of all of these stocks right now. And that is very, very dangerous for Lancelot. He's still keeping up the pressure right now though.
Obviously, that's a big problem for Rob getting juggled, because the only landing option you have is an air, which is like super telegraphed and also like kinda slow. Obviously, rather safe if you don't parry it, but still, well, this might spell disaster here. Oh, gets around the side B. Very well done here by Lancelot.
Zooms past against the rotor arms there from the Rob. Gets another forward air courtesy of that jab, but he doesn't quite connect it to a kill. Longo still alive. There's a forward tilt though. Longo still yeah. Just enough space to still survive, and now Longo has Lancelot once again in disadvantage. And that's gonna be the stock with
that's 3 stocks to 1 right now.
No tech. It's gonna be disastrous for Lancelot there. It's a confirm into the down smash.
We saw him get, like we saw Lancelot in the last game, actually capitalizing off of the missed tag, and this time actually Longo does that. He was showing here like I can do that as well. Like not only Chrom can do that. Yeah, but still, and obviously like the evasion that Longo now has, he can just run around and make Lancelot approach him. Okay, the RP obviously not going for the suicide, that'd be stupid.
For sure, but taking the damage for sure, and now the neutralizer coming through. Good juggle there from Lancelot. Some up airs coming through as well, but brings himself into disadvantage right there, courtesy of missing that combo, and now the gyros are coming out in droves right there. Lancelot though trying to set up for forward smash, maybe tries to go for down tilt for a potential setup.
There. Okay, interesting. Oh, it goes into the gyro. Very well set up there, and also the Z drop. I like that. Waits out the air dodge, but actually doesn't punish that. I mean, obviously a good recognition there that he needs to air dodge, but actually doesn't get a lot out of that. And like Lancelot coming out with the Chrom up airs and the Jair.
It was Longo who was kind of using his stock to kind of scout out what Lancelot was doing, you know, just waited for Lancelot to do something, not really following up anything, but it might come back to cost him, because now Hugo has opportunity to make the spec 44% only of that string. It's kind of getting scary for Longo now. Yeah,
slowly but surely, actually, Lancelot making it back into the game. I also love the backer actually on the first combo we saw there, so he actually managed to almost get 50% out of 1 hit. And obviously that's Chrom's biggest strength there. Once he is in your face and can actually start to combo you with his combo starters.
The missed techs are so scary. Lancelot really has to get those. Alright, gets Longo now with the grab. It's disadvantage to spot dodge away from the grab.
The tomahawk there. Nice, very well done here on both sides.
It's really equaled out right now. Once again, the throw off stage, 101% on Longo right now. Certainly in jab, back air percents. Longo trying to go for it. Lancelot rather is. And there he's now stuck in the ledge once again.
Oh, just goes in for the rotor arms.
And there it is, it gets it once again. So Longo still clutching out in the end, but making this rather close, maybe closer than it had to be.
Oh yeah, for certain. He's probably relieved that he didn't throw away that game.
Yeah.
But I mean, a 2-game lead against Lancelot is incredible. He definitely punished the gyro throw there with the side B, so very quick and very on his toes there. So we'll see if... Okay, well, I wasn't sure for a second, but we're gonna see what Lancelot can do differently here to approach the matchup. Like, obviously he's a top player, so he should be able to get around and maybe like find his way in. I think a big problem here also was that Longo actually got a lot when Lancelot landed onto him, and also like was good at anti-airing him. I think that's maybe something that he needs to approach differently here.
Right, I think Lancelot has dropped the advantage state a little bit too early a couple of times. He can definitely get more against Longo here, and we've seen that he's doing that right now with the jab back air.
Not
going to do quite enough.
Wow, okay, interesting.
But it's still very good, like 112% more or less uncontested. Lancelot has not burned his jump quite yet, but he's gonna get clipped, but it's not gonna be a launch into somewhere. So he has enough space to make it back. Back air
still not gonna do it. What? Okay, interesting. Probably still a little bit stale from the last back, and he not a back air, but this time actually he's gonna do it. And only 48%, a very healthy stock here by Lancelot. If he doesn't get killed here... Oh, I like the early up B, I like the attempt though to actually avoid the rotor arms, but Longo is still scouting that out and still getting the early up B kill there.
Yeah, it's such a long-lasting hitbox the rotor arms are. You can really just throw that out, and you don't have enough time to avoid it all. So Lancelot has to go for up B somewhere, but gets a nice string courtesy of the gyro as well, extending that by that.
I love the double jab there. Yeah, realizing okay, I actually got the inner hitbox of the jab, so I can go for another one, and maybe like set up something there. Maybe he could have actually went for jab F smash now that I'm thinking about it, but that would have been huge, obviously. But Longo slowly but surely actually getting back the lead here, and actually in advantage, even though the first stock looked so clean by Lancelot, but still he can't really find his footing and can't find his combo starters in like the mid percents. He obviously is quite good at finding those in the low percents and gets like a lot of openings there, but once Longo actually got a few hits in, there's not really much that Lancelot can do. I like the air dodge there, not committing to the up B.
Lancelot has been really good in saving his jump for those situations where he gets clipped by a laser, and there is the burn to the up air,
Oh,
but
I like the
delays
delay.
the mash. I love it. Staying alive right there, still having opportunity to take the stock from Longo because he's now at 90% as well. Jab back air certainly going to do some massive damage.
Yes.
Might not quite kill, but the
Oh,
nair certainly
bad
will from
DI
Longo
there.
right there.
Wow, okay, but still obviously 100%. He can still ledge trap here. The mistack, oh, doesn't get it this time, okay. Actually tries to go for the read, for the neutral get up read, or the get up attack read.
Yeah,
but
gets it right there as well.
Okay.
Drag down there from the...
Oh, the counter
right,
actually.
rare
That's
counter.
a cool really option there. Obviously Longo very good at mixing up his landings, not only just mashing nair onto his opponent there, obviously being like very thought out about that. Oh, as we saw there, the double jump like right next to him to actually like to change up his timing there. The adaptation by both players coming out is so good. Up air is actually gonna do it.
It's
And
the
that's
wrong
a
DI.
free by Longo.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
Who would have guessed that? Oh my goodness. Free